that helps sync everything together.
Really?
It really does.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Because then when you can look at the meter spike in the audio for each of the camera angles, and then just align that spike. So then it makes everything line up for yourself during the edit. That's why, like in movies, they do that like little.
Oh, the action.
Yeah, the action. So they put the scene written on there, but then they snap it so it makes that sound.
Oh,
and that's how
wow.
you like sync up everything. So,
Never knew that.
yeah, cool. Little behind the scenes for our podcast of how we create.
Well, why don't we just talk about our podcast?
Yeah, I mean, this room is phenomenal.
I know.
It's so nice to have a space. When we first started the podcast, we were setting everything up for each of the episodes. We'd break everything down, put all the cameras out there, testing the audio, and also not really being comfortable because we were constantly changing spaces.
Yep.
And now that we have a dedicated setup, we can create a little bit more content and do more with it.
And I love how at a glance you could just tell that it's our podcast now, with our sign and our colors, the setup, it's very distinctly us.
Definitely.
now.
Well, you have to take the credit for decorating this and
well, I had fun with it.
So maybe we can flash a few pictures. Like we have some really cool paint designs in here.
Yes.
This will be used as like a multiple like interview setup. So we have different areas. So
yeah,
it's cool. But this is awesome. Having a sign, it kind of makes it like official.
Yes.
In a weird way.
When people come down here, they're like, "Oh wow,
yeah.
I didn't know we had this."
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that we are starting to really build out what we want this to be, and it's not as narrow where we were just originally doing interviews and creating that type of content. Now it's like we can talk a little bit more about stuff happening in the industry, things, trends that we're seeing, because we're having conversations almost every day with like new brands and people that have established brands, but then also startups. And to me, that's been like extremely rewarding, is having people be able to connect with us and really share what they're building. Because there's so much that goes into it when you build a product and you build a brand and you're in the early stages or even advanced. It's like it becomes such a big part of your life. It's not a job anymore. It's like it becomes a piece of you. So when we're fortunate to have companies reach out to us and they build a trust for us to help them get to the next level, it's like, to me, that's extremely rewarding.
Yes.
It's still, they're running a business and we're running a business, but there is still a way for us to both be strategic partners and help each other out.
And all of this helps establish that trust, right? Because it shows that we're leaders in the industry. We know what we're talking about. We have the resources to put it out in a way that's very professional.
Yeah, definitely. And I really, I take a lot of pride in that too. Really expressing like who we are as a company and the types of clients that we want to work with, because I think we owe that same respect back to them. And they're entrusting us with their products, but they're also giving us a piece of their time, and time is extremely valuable. So when we can get to the solution very fast, PJ has that requirement of, he wants us to turn the quotes within 48 hours. It like really shows that we're very invested in seeing if they're a good fit for us and we're a good fit for them, and being able to provide them with value as fast as possible so that we can either start working on this project or help them find a better solution. So, all right,
awesome.
Cool. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks.